ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم من جديد في قناتكم اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. Read with English tongue. Of course, today's lesson is going to be so quick, just a couple of minutes, alright? But it's the basic. It will meet the standard or the basic standards that so many people are looking for, because you want to speak English language. Really, you want to speak, you want to talk, but people thinking of other steps. Here is the basic. You should start from the basic, because if it is well built, then you will succeed and pronounce and speak correctly and appropriately. So today's lesson is going to be about the alphabets. Of course, you can find this lesson in so many videos, but to explain it in very good and correct way, this is a problem. Here we adjust and we clarify in order to help you to improve your English language. So let us start our lesson by tackling the first letters. It is alphabets in English language. So the first letter here is, as you see, it is A. So this letter in English, A, is so important. How could I pronounce it? This is a key word. How could I say A? Alright, so here I give you my way that will help you really to improve and to grow in terms of the pronunciation concerning English language. So I'd like you to take your finger. This is index, alright? Take this finger, not this, not that, alright? Take this one, alright? And here you put it in this place. And you see here we have Adam's apple here. This is for the men, of course. Females, we won't find this, of course. But this here, also girls, they can put their fingers in this place here. So here, notice. So here, when we say what does it mean? It means the air is blocked here. The air through the lungs, okay? It won't go through the mouth. To go to this machine, of course, mouth is like a machine. Here we produce sounds, kind of production. But when we say the air is blocked and the air is not going out. So here, if we say, for example, April, all right, this is the dot when the sound of the air starts. So you say April, all right, we say April, which is the 4th month in the 12 months of the year. So you say April. This is first example. Second example, we say, for example, apple, apple. So here you notice there is a movement. Apple. This is tufaha. Here it is different from the first sound. If we say A, it's not A. A, it's not A. Apple, apple. April. You notice A and A. Okay, so those are two sounds. We have another sounds we can pronounce other letters. For example, when this letter is in the middle, for example, calm, for is calm down. So calm, calm. Here, notice calm, the air is retracted back, okay? The air is retracted back through the mouth. Calm, as if we are breathing. Calm. But when you say, for example, apple, we say apple. Here the air is going forward. So notice here the first letter is apple, April, calm. All right? So if you train and you master those three pronunciations concerning this letter A, really you are going to do it well in terms of the pronunciation with so many words and phrases, sentence, statements, long text, of course, novels as well, short stories, because you will pronounce, you will speak in very appropriate way. Now we are going to move to the second letter, which is B. Yes, B. Notice here B is a bilabial sound. What does it mean bilabial? Don't worry, it's very simple. Notice this is a mouth. As I say, this is a machine, of course. This is a machine. It produces sounds like, okay, like company that produces products. We have a machine. That is a machine. So here we say B, notice those are lips. Of course, this is a mouth, fem, but those are lips. So we have upper lip, الشفة العليا. Then we have lower lip, الشفة السفلى. So here when we squeeze draw, we say B, but if we squeeze draw, we say P. Here we don't care about P later on. Here we focus on B. So we say, for example, banana. Notice we don't say banana. No, banana, banana. So the lips are closed, then opened, released. Then we hear the sound B, B, B. Alright? So this sound is so important and is called bilabial sound. Alright? Now we move to the third sound. The third sound, which is C. C. Here the tip of the tongue, S, it's behind the upper teeth. Notice, as I said, this is a machine, apparatus, apparatus. Okay? And we have the upper teeth, الأسنان العلوية. Then we have the lower teeth, الأسنان السفلية. And we have a tongue, لدينا لسان. So we have the tip of the tongue behind the upper teeth. إذا طرف اللسان وراء الأسنان العلوية. And we say C. So here the ear, it goes through the teeth and gives us this hissing sound. So it is, of course, voiceless. It's not like Z voiced. And we say C. C. Alright, I would like you to practice those three letters and really you are going to improve in terms of the pronunciation. Thank you so very much. I hope that this lesson is fruitful and very good for you. Take care. See you later. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust and teach honestly. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This lesson is going to be about a short story, and as you see from the picture and the title, Ali, Baba and the 40 Thieves. This short story, we are going to cope with it successfully. We are going to divide it into passages and try to explain each passage separately to explain and introduce the key words. So in this short story, we are going to tackle the following. First of all, enjoy and know how to read English language. Number two, improving your pronunciation, English language. Number three, we will summarize each passage by dropping the irrelevant information and keep the relevant ones. In this case, or in this way, we will learn how to build our vocabulary through reading. We will introduce just two passages, and the coming lessons we will finish with the second and the third and the fourth passages till we finish with the story of Ali Baba and give our sum up or summarizing it in our style. Let us read and let us enjoy. Let us take the first passages of the story of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. The first reading. Listen please. Ali Baba, a poor wood cutter, had a rich brother, Qasim, who never shared any of his money with his brother. Instead, he treated Ali Baba, his wife and son badly. One day, as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw lots of men on horses and he climbed up a tree and watched the 40 horsemen. So this is the first reading. So to clarify, we will start with the first passage, Ali Baba tell son badly. We will explain, give the introduction or present the keywords and provide translation in Arabic language. Then we will summarize, which means we will drop the irrelevant information or expressions and save just the relevant ones. After that, we will move to the second passage from one day till the horseman, and we will do the same, which means to introduce the explanation and the keywords with its translation in Arabic language. Then we will summarize, and after the sum up, we will gather together the two passages and count the lines with the original passages and the summarized ones and compare, then read the final draft, all the final passages, how they appear. Let us enjoy and let us start with the title. This is a title, Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Ali Baba is the main character, الشخصية الرئيسية في القصة, and the 40 thieves. Notice that the word 40 means number 40, 40. But notice that sometimes there is U, F-O-U. If you don't find U, that is American. And here we teach British English. So we have 40 thieves. The word thieves, this word, it is in plural form. Notice row, the word thief with F, this is singular, means سارق. But in the story we have thieves, a plural. So the title of the story is Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Let us start with the first passage. This is the first passage. Let us read. Ali Baba, a poor wood cutter, had rich brother Qasim, who never shared any of his money with his brother. Instead, he treated Ali Baba, his wife and son, badly. Notice here, if we count the lines, al-astar, we will find 6 lines. Number 1, from Ali Baba. Number 2, had a rich. Number 3, who never. Number 4, money with. Number 5, instead. Number 6, his wife. So we have 6 lines. Sit, astar. Now we will explain the words in Arabic language. سنقوم بشرح الكلمات الصعبة الآن. Now, those are the key words. So in that passage, we have had, woodcutter, poor, rich, brother, who never shared any money, instead treated wife badly, and son. Let us explain. Had. We have the verb in infinitive form is to have. عندي أو أملك. But this in the past it becomes had. It is a regular form. So we say I had, you had, he had, she had, it had, you had, we had, they had. عندي, عندك, عنده, عندهم إلى آخره. Does not change from I till they. We have also the word woodcutter. We can divide it. We have the word wood, معنى الخشب. And we have the verb to cut. Cut, not cut. Cut means قطع يقطع. But we have a name, لكن لدينا اسم woodcutter معناه الحطاب أو الشخص الذي يقوم بتقطيع الخشب. Woodcutter, double T. And we have also another adjective which is poor, فقير, and rich, غني. And also we have word who. Who, of course we ask who are you, من أنت. But also it has another meaning, لها معنى آخر, relative pronoun, الذي, الذي. He replaces the person. يعوض الشخص. محمد الذي دخل. الذي هو. Also we have a word never بمعنى أبدا. Never. We have the other verb to share. To share. Share. Not share. To share. شارك يشارك. But in the story it is in the past. Shared we add E. We add D. Sorry. It is regular. I shared. You shared. He shared. They shared. Etc. We add E. شارك يشارك. أو تقاسم شيئا ما مع الآخر. We have also a word any بمعنى أي. Money المال. Money. لا نقول money بل money. Instead بدل أو عوض شيء ما. We have another verb to treat تعامل. But in the past it is treated. We add ed. We have wife بمعنى زوجة. Bad سيء. لكن عندما نقول badly this is an adverb. بشكل سيء تصبح. Son ابن. Wife زوجة. Brother أخ. Son ابن. Now let us read again and explain the first passage. Please pay attention. We are going to read and explain and pay attention to the sentences. Ali Baba, a poor wood cutter. Poor, فقير. Wood cutter, حطاب. Ali Baba, رجل. حطاب, فقير. Had rich brother. عنده أخ غني. أخ brother rich غني. had عنده. had rich brother. قاسم بمعنى اسمه قاسم. الذي who never shared. الذي أبدا قطعا لا يشارك أو يتقاسم أي of his money من ماله. his تعود على قاسم. لا يشارك أي شيء من ماله. who never shared any of his money مع with his brother أخوه. his brother it means علي بابا. instead عوض ذلك he. who is he? من هو he? قاسم. he treated كان يعامل. The story is built in the past. هذه القصة مبنية في زمن الماضي. He treated كان يعامل علي بابا it means his brother أخوه. his wife وزوجة أخيه and son وابن أخيه badly بشكل سيء. بمعنى أن القاسم لم يكن بخيلا فقط بل كان يعامل كل من علي بابا أخوه وزوجة أخوه وابنه بشكل سيء. علي بابا, a poor wood cutter, had a rich brother, Qasim, who never shared any of his money with his brother. Instead, he treated Ali Baba, his wife and son badly. Now notice here, after we understand or we have understood the story of this passage, let us pay attention to the sentences and drop the irrelevant information. بعد أن قمنا بشرح هذه الفقرة سنعمل على تلخيصها بحذف المعطيات الوصفية والتي يمكن الاستغناء عنها ونترك الجوهر. Let us start. Ali Baba, a poor wood cutter, comma, فاصلة, had rich brother, comma, فاصلة, Qasim, comma, Qasim, who never shared any of his money with his brother. إذن, a poor cutter هذا وصف. This is a description لعلي بابا. To Ali Baba. This is a description to Ali Baba. If we drop it, let us read the sentence. سنقوم بحذفه ونتابع قراءة الجملة. فنقول علي بابا had a rich brother. ثم نلاحظ ما إذا كان التعبير سليم. علي بابا had a rich brother بمعنى أن علي بابا كان لديه أو عنده a rich brother أخ غني. إذن قمنا بحذف كلمة a poor wood cutter حطاب فقير. يمكن الاستغناء عن هذا الوصف. ثم بعد ذلك نتبع الجملة قاسم. إذن علي بابا had a rich brother كان لديه أو عنده أخ غني اسمه قاسم. إذن we will add a word called or named. يلقب called or named. فنقول علي بابا had a rich brother called or named يسمى قاسم who never shared any of his money with his brother والذي لم يكن يتقاسم أي من المال مع أخيه علي بابا. إذن هذا التعبير who never shared any of his money with his brother ماذا يعني في كلمتين أو كلمة؟ الشخص الذي غني ولا يتقاسم أي مال مع الآخر خاصة أخوه أو أخاه نعتبره very good. He is mean أي بخيل. إذن يمكن الاستغناء عن هذه الجملة بكلمة بخيل mean. Read again. نقرأ مرة أخرى فنقول علي بابا had rich brother called قاسم. نضع نقطة. He was to be in the past كان من قاسم. He was mean كان بخيلا. نقطة. Instead وبدل ذلك he treated علي بابا his wife and son badly. And we say he treated Ali Baba, his wife and son badly. Let us see how does the Percy looks like. Here we go. Notice here we have only 4 lines. Ali Baba had a rich brother called Qasim. He was very mean. He treated Ali Baba, his wife and son badly. You see, we have summarized the first passage and dropped 2 lines or line and a half from 6.5 to 4 lines. إذن قمنا باختصار الفقرة فقط إلى 4 أسطر. Now let us move on to the second passage. سننتقل إلى الفقرة الثانية نفس الطريقة. Here is the second passage. Listen please. First reading. One day, as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw lots of men on horses and he hid. He climbed up a tree and walked to the 40 horsemen. Now this is the first reading. Let us introduce and present the difficult words, providing Arabic translation. As you see on the left side, as finished, logs, the forest, saw, lots of, men, horse, hid, climbed up, tree, watched, horseman. Let us explain. The word as in this passage means مثلما, but it could also mean لما أو كما, لما أو لما كم. We have also the verb to finish, أنهى ينهي. But in the past, we add ed because the verb ends with sh here, and this is a regular finished. I finish it, you finish it, he finished it, she finished it, we finish it, they finish it. We have also word logs. Log or logs, plural, al-hatab. The forest, al-ghaba. The forest. We have the verb to see in the past becomes saw. A pronounced O. لمح. I saw, you saw, he saw, she saw. It is in the past. We have also another word which is lots of. F, it is pronounced V. Lots of. كثير. Lots of. Another word which is men, singular, man. المفرد man. الجمع من. رجال. Another word horse. حصان. Horses. أحصنة. We have another verb which is to hide. أخفى يخفي. To hide. In the past it becomes hid. اختبأ أو أخفى. Hid. In the past, I hid, you hid, he hid. It doesn't change from I till they. It is a regular verb. Another verb which is phrasal verb, to climb up. Notice that the verb to climb, تسلق. But to climb up, this is a phrasal verb, means صعد. صعد السلم أو الدرج مثلا. Climbed up في الماضي. جملة في الماضي, in the past. Another word which is tree, شجرة. We have a verb to watch, pronounced O, to watch. شاهد أو راقب. In the past we add ed because the verb ends with ch. I watched, he watched, she watched, it watched, we watched, you watched, and they watched. This is a regular verb. We have another word which is horseman, as we explained that horse means al-hisan. Horseman, it is written with H-O-R-S-E. E, it means in English. Then we have the word men, رجال, M-E-N. Fursan, horseman. Now, please pay attention. Let us read and explain the meaning of this second passage. In the meantime, we will summarize and drop the irrelevant information and keep the relevant ones as much as we can. Let us start. One day في أحد الأيام. One day. One day. As علي بابا. مثلما أو كما أو حالة. حالة ما. As علي بابا finished. أنهى finished. حالما انتهى علي بابا أو أنهى finished. cutting قطع. cutting قطع. locks الحطب. in the forest في الغابة. he saw. he means علي بابا. saw لمح. lots of الكثير من الرجال. he saw lots of men on horses على الأحصنة. on على الأحصنة. and he hid. he means علي بابا. واختفى. One day, as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw lots of men on horses and he hid. He climbed up. صعد. تسلق. He climbed up a tree. شجرة. And watched. وبدأ يراقب. The 40 horsemen. الفرسان الأربعون. The 40 horsemen. One day, as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, He saw lots of men on horses and he hid. He climbed up a tree and watched the 40 horsemen. Now, as you notice, there are 5.5 lines and half. Okay, 5 أسطر وكلمة نعتبرها نصف سطر. نقوم بحذف العبارات الوصفية التي يمكن التخلي عنها ونحتفظ بالأساس والجوهر. We will drop the irrelevant information and we keep the relevant ones. Let us start. One day في أحد الأيام as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest. تعبير one day أولا first يمكن الاستغناء عنه في أحد الأيام. فندخل مباشرة في القصة. As Ali Baba حالما انتهى علي بابا cutting logs من قطع الحطب in the forest في الغابة. He saw لمح lots of men on horses العديد من الرجال على الأحصنة. لاحظ معي أن هذه الجملة lots of or phrase lots of men on horses العديد من الرجال على الأحصنة تعني كلمة موجودة في أسفل هذه الفقرة horsemen وهم الفرسان. إذن يمكن حذف هذا التعبير وتعويضه بكلمة horsemen الكثير من الرجال على الأحصنة بمعنى horsemen. نعيد القراءة. We repeat again. As Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw horsemen and he hid واختفى. He climbed up a tree and watched the 40 horsemen. He climbed up a tree and watched وظل يراقب the 40 horsemen الفرسان الأربعون. إذا نطرح السؤال لماذا تسلق الشجرة؟ To watch ليراقب to watch. إذا we repeat the reading and we say as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest he saw 40 horsemen لمح 40 فارسا and he hid full stop نقطة نتابع الجملة الأخيرة فنقول he climbed up a tree to watch نقطة full stop انتهى المعنى. Now let us see this Percy. How does it look? Notice we had 5.5 lines. كان لدينا 5 أسطر وكلمة. قلنا 5 أسطر ونصف. الآن now notice as Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest he saw the 40 horsemen. He climbed up a tree to watch. إذا قمنا باختزال 5 أسطر ونصف إلى 3 أسطر فقط. 3 lines ولم يتغير المعنى. As Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw the 40 horsemen. He climbed up a tree to watch. Here is the final passages. Notice we have only 7 lines. We had about 13 lines. كان لدينا حوالي 13 أسطر فأصبح النصف. Just 7 lines 7 أسطر ولم يتغير المعنى. Let us read. قمنا بدمج الفقرتين معا. Ali Baba had a rich brother called Qasim. He was very mean. He treated Ali Baba, his wife and son badly. As Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw the 40 horsemen. He climbed up a tree to watch. Again and for the last time, Ali Baba had a rich brother called Qasim. He was very mean, had treated Ali Baba, his wife and son, badly. As Ali Baba finished cutting logs in the forest, he saw the 40 horsemen. He climbed up a tree to watch. I hope that you enjoyed and learned so much vocabulary and you build those vocabularies through reading. Next time we will continue our story Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust, and teach honestly. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This lesson is going to be about a short story, Ali, Baba, and the 40 Thieves. Hello everybody. As you know, the last time we did explain the first two passages concerning Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. And in this lesson we are going to tackle more passages. Look up a photo. As you see, that is Ali Baba, and he is watching a horseman. They are thieves. And maybe there is something concerning gold, silk, and crowns. Let us discover and read to tackle more events and to take more moral lessons, how people behave and how we should be. Let us start. As you see, those are the three passages that we're going to tackle in this lesson. The first passage starts from the word men, till see same. And the second passage starts from when to pile it up, while the third passage starts from feeling to his family. We are going to tackle each passage separately by presenting first of all the difficult words. Then we will read again, providing Arabic translation, and try to summarize if it's possible by taking into consideration the main idea. Let us start, let us enjoy, stay with us. Here is the first passage. Let us read. Listen please. The first reading. The men had saddlebags full of gold and they took them to a big rock. One of the men cried, "Open, see, saying." And a door in the rock opened and the man entered the cave. The others followed. After a while they came out and the leader cried, "Close, see, saying." Well, this is the first reading. Now we are going to introduce the difficult words translated in Arabic language, then we'll read again to facilitate the understanding. Let us start. Now let us start from the left side. Let us read the words. Saddlebags, gold, full, took, big, rock, cried, open, door, entered, the cave, others, after, followed, while, came out, the leader, close. On the right side there is translation Arabic language. The word saddle means سرج الذي يوضع على ظهور الحيوانات. Bag, keys, but the word saddlebags means سرج. Gold, الذهب. Full, مملوء. To take, أخذ يأخذ. In the past this is irregular, it becomes took. Big, adjective, كبير. Rock, صخر. To cry صرخ. Regular we add ed, cried in the past. To open فتح. Door باب. To enter دخل. This is regular in the past becomes entered. The cave الكهف. Others آخرون. After بعد. To follow تعقب. In the past followed. This is a regular verb. While بينما. But when we say after a while بعد قليل. To come out ظهر. The verb to come becomes came in the past. This is irregular, but come out is a phrasal verb. The leader القائد. To close أغلق. In the past closed. Let us read and translate. This is the first passage. The men had saddlebags full of gold and they took them to Big Rock. The men, notice here this is a plural, الرجال. The plural singular is man, E turned to be A. It is pronounced man, singular. Here the men, الرجال. Had is the verb to have. In the past becomes had because this is irregular. The man had كان لدى الرجال saddlebags سروج بمعنى سروج على ظهور الأحصنة full مملوءة of gold بالذهب and they took them this is possessive object pronoun ضمير للمفعول به took the verb to take أخذ took in the past irregular أخذوهم أخذوا ماذا saddlebags السروج المملوءة بالذهب they تعود على the man الرجال الجمع the man had saddlebags full of gold and they took them إلى أين to إلى big rock إلى صخرة كبيرة notice here adjective is big and the word rock is a noun اسم صخرة إذا في اللغة العربية نقول صخرة كبيرة إذا العكس على اللغة الإنجليزية نقوم بذكر الصفة أولا big rock big adjective then rock noun the men had saddlebags full of gold they took them to a big rock one of the men أحد of the men أحد الرجال أو من بينهم أحد الرجال cried صرخ in the past قال open saying افتح أو افتح يا saying and a door ثم الباب in the rock في الصخرة opened فتحت and the man والرجل قلنا one of the men أحد الرجال هو الذي صرخ بعد أن فتح الباب the man ذاك الرجل the man entered دخل ماذا دخل الكهف the cave again one of the men cried open saying and a door in the rock opened and the man entered the cave the others الآخرون notice here there are 40 thieves عنوان القصة هو علي بابا and the 40 thieves و40 حرامي إذن هنا باقي الرجال the others الآخرون followed اتبعوه بمعنى دخلوا وراءه إلى the cave الكهف after a while وبعد قليل they the others and the men all of them الأربعون came out خرجوا and the leader والقائد بمعنى القائد فيهم cried صرخ بعد أن خرجوا من الصخرة أو من الكهف صرخ القائد قائلا close saying اغلق يا سمسم this is how we heard it in cartoon films it is saying normally so this is the first passage let us read it again slowly the men had saddlebags full of gold and they took them to Big Rock. One of the Man cried. Open sea same. And a door in the rock opened, and the man entered the cave. The others followed after, while they came out, and the leader cried, Close sea same. Now we are going to move to summarize it. Okay? Let us see how we do that. To summarize it, look at the first line. The men had saddlebags full of gold and they took them. أخذوا ماذا؟ أخذوا saddlebags السروج. So here we say the men الرجال took saddlebags أخذوا السروج. Instead of saying بدل أن نقول the men had saddlebags full of gold and they took them, يمكن أن نختزلها إلى the men took أخذوا السروج took saddlebags. كيف كانت تلك السروج؟ مملوءة full of gold بالذهب. إذا يمكن أن نضيف الصفة كما شرحنا فيما قبل before the saddlebags. نقول the man took full gold saddlebags to big rock إلى الصخرة الكبيرة. ثم لدينا second sentence. One of the men cried open sea same, and a door in the rock opened, and the men entered the cave, the others followed. يمكن اختصار هذه الجملتين فنقول a man بمعنى رجل واحد. A man cried صرخ open sea same to get the door opened and enter with the others ليدخل مع الآخرين. ثم the leader cried وصرخ القائد close sea same. You see, we dropped many words just to make a précis without changing the main idea بدون تغيير الفكرة الأساس. لنلاحظ كيف تبدو الفقرة التي قمنا بتلخيصها. Now notice here there are 8 lines. بعد أن كان لدينا 8 أسطر سنتحول إلى ما يلي. 6 lines. Yes, the men took full gold saddlebags to big rock. أخذ الرجال سروج محملة بالذهب أو مملوءة بالذهب إلى الصخرة الكبيرة. The men took full gold saddlebags to big rock. أما cried أصرخ الرجل open sea same to enter the cave with the others ليدخل الكهف مع الآخرين. And when they came out وعندما خرجوا the leader القائد cried صرخ close sea same. Now we move to the second passage. This is the second passage. The first reading. Listen please. When the thieves left, Ali Baba walked to the entrance of the cave. He said the magic words and entered. He was amazed by all the gold, silk, jewels and gold crowns piled up. Now, after the first reading, we are going to present the difficult words. After that, we are going to read to explain word by word. Let us enjoy. Stay with us. As usual, we start from the left side. We introduce the difficult words. Left, walked, entrance, the cave, the magic, words, entered, mazed, all, silk, dwells, crowns, piled up. Now let us explain the meaning of those words in Arabic language on the right side. The verb to leave رحل أو ترك. In the past it becomes left. It is a regular no change from I till they. And we have another verb which is to walk. L is silent. And the past becomes walked. Notice here D it is pronounced T. It is spelled D but pronounced T. And it is irregular. We add ed the past. مشى أو تقدم إلى الأمام. Entrance المدخل. Entrance. The cave الكهف. The magic سحري. Words كلمات. Word كلمة. To enter دخل. Entered. The past ed regular verb. To amaze someone أدهش. Amazed, it is in the past. Amazed. Amazed, we add ed. The word all means كل. All people, كل الناس. All. Silk الحرير. Dwells. Dwells مجوهرات. Crowns تيجان. To pile up جمع. It's in the past because piled. We add d because pile has already the letter e. Piled up, this is phrasal verb جمع. Now let us read again to translate and explain word and sentence by sentence. Let us enjoy. When the thieves left. عندما رحل اللصوص. When عندما. The thieves اللصوص left رحلوا. عندما رحل اللصوص. When the thieves left. علي بابا walked to the entrance. مشى علي بابا إلى المدخل. تحرك في اتجاه المدخل. Walked to the entrance of the cave. إلى مدخل الكهف. He said. وقال. The magic words. الكلمات السحرية. والتي هي open, see, saying. The magic words. And entered. ثم دخل. He was amazed. لقد كان مندهشا. This is he was amazed. Right? مبني للمجهول. He was amazed. يسقط الفعل على الفاعل. اندهش وانبهر. By all the gold. بكل الذهب. Silk الحرير. Jewels المجوهرات. And gold crowns. وتيجان الذهب. Crown التاج. Crowns تيجان الذهب. Piled up. المجموعة أو المتراكمة بعضها على بعض. When the thieves left, Ali Baba walked to the entrance of the cave. He said the magic words and entered. He was amazed by all the gold, silk, jewels, and gold crowns piled up. Now let us move to the third and last passage. Stay with us. Here is the third passage. The first reading. Listen, please. Feeling it was all right to steal from thieves, Ali Baba decided to take some gold home for himself and his family. Well, this is the first reading. Let us introduce the difficult words and its translation in Arabic language. Then we will read slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence to understand what does it mean this passage. Let us enjoy. Feeling. All right. Steal. From. Decided. Take. Some. Home. For. Himself. Family. Now let us on the right side describe those or translate those words in Arabic language. We have the verb to feel. أحس يحس. And the word feeling with ing means الإحساس أو الشعور. All right. على حق. لا مشكل. From. A preposition means من. To decide. قرر يقرر. But in the past becomes decided. ed regular verb. To take. أخذ. Some. بعض. Home. منزل. For. من أجل. Himself. لنفسه. This is a reflexive pronoun. Family. عائلة. Now let us read and explain word by word, sentence by sentence to understand deeply this passage. Feeling it was all right بمعنى الإحساس feel in it. It تعود على the action to take what the thieves left in the cave. إذن عندما دخل علي بابا إلى الكهف ووجد الذهب والحرير والتيجان المرصعة بالذهب أخذها. إذن feeling it was all right، أحس بأن الأمر لا مشكلة فيه ما دامت أنها تخص اللصوص. feeling it was all right to steal، ليسرقها from thieves، من اللصوص. إذن سيسرق من اللصوص ما ليس لهم. هذا الإحساس أعطاه نوعا ما من الشجاعة واليقين على أن لا مشكل في أن يأخذ تلك الأشياء المسروقة. feeling it was all right to steal from thieves، علي بابا decided، قرر to take، أن يأخذ some، بعض gold home، من الذهب إلى المنزل. to take some gold home for himself، من أجل نفسه and his family، ومن أجل عائلته. feeling it was all right to steal from thieves، علي بابا decided to take some gold home for himself and his family. So, this is a question directed to you. Do you agree with Ali Baba to steal from thieves is all right؟ هل تتفقون مع علي بابا أن سرقة ما سرقه اللصوص لا مشكل؟ Please comment under the video and let us discuss. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust, and teach honestly. Hello everybody. You still remember those marvelous passages about Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. You still remember those marvelous events. Ali Baba, that poor woodcutter man that really was treated badly by his brother Al-Qasim. Al-Qasim not only treated Ali Baba badly, but his wife and his son as well. You still remember when Ali Baba saw horsemen, they were 40, and he realized that they were thieves with saddlebags full of gold, went to that big rock, and the leader cried, "Open the sea scene." You still remember when Ali Baba climbed up the tree and got and grasped those magical words, "Open the sea scene." So once the thieves left, he went down and delivered those magical words to open sea scene and to be amazed with gold crowns, jewels and more. You still remember when Ali Baba really decided to take some of what those thieves stole, and I did raise a question whether you really agree with Ali Baba to steal what the others stole. In this lesson, we will see, learn, explain, and introduce more vocabulary. You are going to build your vocabulary through reading. More events, more marvelous events we're going to touch in this lesson. And as you see from the photo there, that is Al-Qasim's wife, and you see there is something cut with her right fingers, right hand exactly, something concerning the scale balance. Here the question, what is the function of that scale? Is there any relation with gold that Ali Baba decided to take it home to share with his wife and son. Let us read those new two passages, introduce new vocabulary, and discover what is going on. Let us enjoy. Stay with us. As you see, those are the two passages that we are going to tackle in this lesson. The first passage starts from the word win and ends in the gold, while the second passage starts from she did till by meet. We are going to discover, to explain word by word, phrase by phrase, and sentence by sentence, each passage separately. Let us take the first passage. Now this is the first passage. Listen please. First reading. Number 1. When he got home, he showed the gold to his wife. His wife wanted to know how much gold they had. She went to Qasim's house to borrow his wife's scales so she could weigh the gold. Well, this is the first reading. Now we are going to introduce and present the difficult words translated in Arabic, then we'll read again to explain and translate each statement or sentence in details. Let us enjoy. We will start from the left side to introduce or present the key or the difficult words. Showed, wanted. No, here pay attention, key is silent, we don't pronounce it. How much, went, borrow, scales, so, could, weigh. So, could, weigh. Now we move to the right side to explain or translate the words in Arabic language by taking into consideration their meanings in a context. To show is a verb, عرض أو قدم. But this is in the past showed because the verb to show is a regular verb. We add ed at the end. I showed, you showed, etc. No change. Another verb which is to want. Notice here a pronounced O is pronounced O. So we see to want, رغب أو أراد. But in the story it is wanted, not wanted, wanted. This is regular in the past. We add ed. Another verb which is to go, ذهب. We don't say to go. No, to go. In the past this is irregular, so it becomes went. Went. I went, you went, etc. From I till they. أي ذهب. Another verb which is to borrow. Borrow. استعارة. Another noun verb is scale. ميزان or مكيال. The plural is scales. Also we have a word, it is so, like conjunction. Here it means لهذا, sometimes لهذا السبب, but it is for reason. Another modal verb which is could. Here L is silent. استطاع. It is the opposite of can, that is in the simple present. Could is the past. Another verb which is to weigh. وزن. Weigh. We don't say why. Weigh. Now let us read again the first passage and translate and explain what does it mean exactly and in details. Let us enjoy. Stay with us. The second reading. Pay attention please. And first of all, as you see in the picture next to the passage number 1, scales, they are different. And since Ali Baba got gold jewels, that is a big amount. That's why he should ask for more scales. Now let us focus on the text and explain what does it mean in details. When he got home, when عندما he got home, got is a verb to get. It means got home, home المنزل. عندما وصل إلى المنزل. When he got home, he showed the gold he showed بمعنى أظهر أو عرض الذهب show the gold إلى زوجته أو على زوجته بالأحرى. He showed the gold to his wife إلى زوجته على زوجته. His wife زوجته wanted أرادت to know أن تعرف how much gold كمية how much. This is a question about the quantity عن الكمية how much gold they had كم لديهم من أو كم يملكون الآن they had كم لديهم من الذهب. Had, it is the verb to have in the past. إذا repeat again. When he got home عندما وصل he refers to علي بابا. When he got home عندما وصل إلى المنزل he showed the gold to his wife. أظهر أو أرى أو عرض الذهب على زوجته. His wife wanted to know how much gold they had. وفضول زوجته دفعها إلى أن تعرف عدد أو كمية الذهب التي يمتلكونها الآن. She went وذهبت verb to go in the past went regular. She went to قاسم's house فذهبت إلى منزل القاسم. لاحظ معي هنا there is apostrophe s. This is for possessive. هذه للملكية وليست to be is. إنما s apostrophe s للملكية بمعنى أن المنزل يعود على القاسم هو منزل قاسم. هكذا دائما الكلمة التي تلي s apostrophe هنا للملكية تخص الشخص الذي قبل s. She went to قاسم's house بمعنى أن زوجة علي بابا ذهبت عند منزل زوجة القاسم أو منزل القاسم. To borrow لكي تستعير his wife's scales لكي تستعير مكاييل أو موازين زوجته. لاحظ هنا موازين ومكاييل في ملكية الزوجة. To borrow لتستعير to borrow his wife's scales. لماذا؟ So she could حتى من she it refers to علي بابا's wife حتى تتمكن زوجة علي بابا حتى تستطيع so she could weigh أن تزن the gold الذهب. We'll repeat slowly. When he got home he showed the gold to his wife. His wife wanted to know how much gold they had. She went to Qasim's house to borrow his wife's scales so she could weigh the gold. Now we are going to make a Percy to summarize it using our own words, and this is a method how to learn to summarize, how to manipulate with the language. Let us do it. Now look at the first sentence. When he got home he showed the gold to his wife. So this sentence with another sentence, his wife wanted to know how much gold they had. So notice that sentence number one, when he got home he showed the gold to his wife. عندما وصل إلى المنزل أظهر الذهب إلى زوجته. And the second sentence, his wife wanted to know how much gold they had. ثم أن زوجته أرادت أن تعرف كمية الذهب التي يمتلكونها. إذن as you see there is a relationship between sentence 1 and sentence 2. هناك علاقة ما بين الجملة الأولى والجملة الثانية بحيث أنه حالما وصل إلى المنزل أظهر الذهب إلى زوجته والتي أرادت أن تعرف كمية الذهب. So this is a relationship. So here we can use one sentence and combine between these two sentences. سنعمل على الربط بين هاتين الجملتين في جملة واحدة. إذن instead of saying when he got home عندما وصل إلى المنزل يمكن أن نستبدلها بتعبير آخر which is as soon as حالما as soon as he got home as soon as he went home. حلما ذهب إلى المنزل. علي بابا. As soon as he went home with gold. مع الذهب. His wife wanted to weigh it. أرادت زوجته أن تزنه. So see, here we have 4 lines, we can't just make 2. As soon as Ali Baba went home with gold, his wife decided or wanted to weigh it. Now let us move to the third sentence. She went to Qasim's house to borrow his wife's scales so she could weigh the gold. بمعنى أنها ذهبت مباشرة إلى منزل القاسم حتى تستعير من زوجته المكاييل لوزن الذهب. So notice here الجملة التي قمنا بجمعها أو تلخيصها from sentence number 1 and sentence number 2 in the first passage أدت إلى دفع الزوجة إلى أن تستعير المكاييل من زوجة القاسم. And remember أن زوجة القاسم أو القاسم يعاملهم بشكل سيء. So here there is a reason. إذن هنا سنستعمل أداة cause and consequences. We say that's why. ولهذا السبب. أي سبب؟ السبب هو وزن أو حاجة إلى وزن الذهب. That's why she من زوجة علي بابا she asked for the Qasim's wife's scales. ولهذا طلبت زوجة علي بابا المكاييل من زوجة القاسم. Let us see how does the Percy looks like. Here is the Percy that we did make. And of course this is just the first draft. We can make more and rewrite it and write and give another or better than this. Just let us read the 5 lines. After we had about 8, now we just summarize it and sum it up to 5 lines. As soon as he arrived, he refers to Ali Baba. As soon as he arrived home with the gold, his wife wanted to weigh it. To weigh what? The gold, it. That is why she asked for Qasim's wife scales. That is why she asked for the Qasim's wife scales. Again, as soon as he arrived home with the gold, his wife wanted to weigh it. That is why she asked for the Qasim's wife scales. Now, let us move to the last passage and present its difficult words, then make a Percy. Let us enjoy, stay with us. Here is the second passage. Listen please. The first reading. Number 2. She did not want Qasim and his wife to know about the gold, so she said they were weighing meat. Qasim's wife did not believe Ali Baba's wife and wondered where they could have got the money to buy meat. Well, this is the first reading. Now we're going to present the difficult words. Then we will move to read slowly and explaining in Arabic language the meaning in details of this last passage in this lesson. We start from the left side. Weighing. Don't say weighing. Weighing. Meet. Believe. Wondered. Where. Notice here H is silent. Have got. The. Money. Don't say money. Ma. Between O and A. Money. To buy. To buy. Now let us move to the right side and explain the meaning in Arabic language. We have the word or the verb to weigh. وزن يزن. Meat. اللحم. لحم البقر. To believe. آمنة. But this in the past, believed, we add ed because this is a regular verb. أو اعتقد. To wander. تساءل. Wander. The past wandered. We add ed also. It is a regular verb. To have got or to have, both correct. امتلك أو تحصل على. عنده مثلا. The money. المال. To buy. اشترى. To buy. Now let us move, explain and translate deeply the meaning of this passage. Passage number 2. Let us enjoy. Stay with us. This is the second passage. She did not want. بمعنى لا تريد. She did not want. Notice here the verb want, أراد يريد. But here we add the auxiliary to do in the past because the story is built in the past. القصة مبنية في الماضي. إذا we say she did not want. لم ترغب. She did not want قاسم and his wife to know. إذا she تعود على زوجة علي بابا. She did not want لم ترغب قاسم and his wife to know أن يعلم كل من القاسم وزوجته about حول the gold عن الذهب الذي وجده علي بابا وأتى به إلى المنزل بطبيعة الحال. She did not want قاسم and his wife to know about the gold. ولهذا السبب. So she said they were weighing meat. So لهذا السبب ادعت. She said. A verb to say قال يقول. This is irregular. It becomes said. She said قالت. They بمعنى they تعود على علي بابا وزوجته. They were كانوا weighing يزنون meat اللحم. إذن Ali Baba's wife did not want to tell Qasim and his wife that really they found gold. إذا لم تريد أن تخبرهم بمعنى كذبت عليهم. Qasim's wife did not believe Ali Baba's wife. غير أن قاسم زوجة القاسم did not believe آمن يؤمن did not بمعنى أنها لم تصدق زوجة علي Baba's wife and wondered وتساءلت where أين they could have got the money. أين تمكنوا استطاعوا من الحصول على المال. Where they could have got the money. Notice here لاحظوا هنا أن have بقيت في زمن infinitive. لم نقل had لأن could model. could بعده يأتي الفعل infinitive لا يتغير في جميع الأزمنة. Where they could have got the money. أين يمكنهم الحصول على المال. كيف أو أين أمكنهم الحصول على المال حتى لشراء ذاك اللحم الذي ادعون أنهم يريدون المكاييل to weigh it. To buy meat. نعيد. She did not want Qasim and his wife to know about the gold. So she said they were weighing meat. Qasim's wife did not believe Ali Baba's wife and wondered where they could have got the money to buy meat. Now we're going to make our Percy. Notice here. She did not want Qasim and his wife to know about the gold, so she said they were weighing meat. نأخذ هذه الجملة. هي جملة طويلة يربطها أداة so لهذا السبب. إذن زوجة علي بابا لا تريد أن تخبر القاسم وزوجته أو أن تخبرهم بالذهب أو قصة الذهب. لهذا ادعت أنها تريد المكاييل لوزن اللحم. Here we can change this with another. إذن عدم إخبارها أو إخبار القاسم وزوجته بأنها تريد وزن المكاييل لتزن اللحم. هنا نعتبر هذا حدث كذب وبالتالي نوظف فعل أنها كذبت. فنقول علي Baba's wife lied. كذبت حول ماذا؟ About weighing meat. بمعنى أن زوجة علي كذبت حول أو ادعت افتراء حول وزن أو طلب المكاييل لكي تزن اللحم. غير أن Qasim's wife did not believe Ali Baba's wife and wonder where they could have got the money to buy meat. غير أن زوجة القاسم لم تصدق زوجة علي بابا. وهنا يمكننا القول ونستعمل and use another connection, another coordinator. فنقول رغم. إذا نبتدئ بها نقول though علي Baba's wife رغم أن زوجة علي بابا. though علي Baba's wife lied كذبت about weighing meat حول وزن أو أن تزن اللحم. قاسم and his wife القاسم وزوجته were suspicious. حينما نقول did not believe أن زوجة القاسم لم تصدق ولم تؤمن بمقولة أو بقول زوجة علي بابا، هنا نقول بأنهم كانوا كل من القاسم وزوجته في حالة من الشك. إذن don't believe يمكن أن نعوضها أنهم كانوا في حالة من الشك. were suspicious حول ماذا؟ to how they got the money to even buy meat. كيف أنهم حتى أنهم تمكنوا من الحصول على المال لشراء ذاك اللحم. هنا السؤال. Now let us see how this Percy looks like. Here is the Percy that we have just made right now. Let us read and explain again. Though Ali Baba's wife رغم Ali Baba's wife زوجة علي بابا، رغم أن زوجة علي بابا lied about كذبت حول lied about. weighing, to lie is a verb infinitive, but lied here in the past we add ed, we add d. lied about weighing meat كذبت حول وزن اللحم meat. فاصلة كما قاسم and his wife قاسم وزوجته were كان highly suspicious. لاحظ suspicious كانوا في درجة من الشك عالية. highly suspicious بمعنى هذا الشك دفعهم to ask إلى طرح السؤال how could they كيف أمكنهم. they تعود على علي بابا and his wife. how could they even كيف أمكنهم حتى got أن يحصلوا على المال got the money لشراء اللحم to buy meat. Notice here we add exclamation mark أضفنا علامة تعجب because this sentence how we build it needs it and require it. Let us read. Though Ali Baba's wife lied about weighing meat, Qasim and his wife were highly suspicious. To ask how could they even get the money to buy meat. I hope you have learned so much and you built your vocabulary through reading. Let us meet in the coming lessons to end up with this marvelous story, Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust, and teach honestly. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Here we are going to tackle more events about the story of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. And we did recapitulate and tell certain main events that we did tackle last time before moving to the new passages. As you know that Ali Baba was a poor woodcutter man and he was suffering from the bad treatment that really faced him or confronted him from his close member of the family who is Al-Qasim, his brother Qasim, who did not only treat Ali Baba badly but also his wife and his son. You know that from the story that Ali Baba and his wife was poor. They did not even got the money or get the money to buy meat. And the day that Ali Baba saw the 40 men come in and he realized they were thieves, and the leader cried, "Open sesame." You still remember when Ali Baba climbed up the tree and grasped the magic words and went down once the thieves left and had lived the same magic words, all the past words, and got amazed by the crowns, the gold, the silk and more. You still remember when Ali Baba felt that it is right to steal what the thieves stole from the others, and he decided to take some from the gold to himself and to his family. And you still remember the main event, the point that will turn all the story upside down when the Ali Baba's wife decided to weigh the gold to know how much Ali Baba has got, or did he bring from that cave.
that day when she went to Qasim's wife and asked for the scales, and Qasim's wife, of course, was not stupid, and she was highly suspicious about why asking for the scale. So Ali Baba's wife lied. She told lies and told that she wanted just to weigh meat. Here, more events coming. Let us discover what will happen. And as you see from the photo, that is honey and asad, and also there is Al-Qasim's wife, and the scale caught by her right hand. So what kind of relationship with honey, the puns, the scale, and Qasim's wife? Is there any relationship? It could be. Let us discover more and more what happened. Let us take more lessons from this marvelous story. Stay with us and enjoy.
Hello. As you see, those are the three passages that we are going to tackle today. And of course, we are going to separate them and to elaborate or explain each passage separately to facilitate the understanding and to grasp the meaning of the sentence or the statement. Also, we are going to build our vocabulary through reading, of course. This is the main goal. Now, the first passage starts from the word she tricked till the honey. And the second passage starts from the word Qasim's wife till the word 40 thieves. While the last third passage in this lesson will start from the word the next morning till kill him. So let us get the first passage. Make the first reading. It could be fast, but don't worry. And we're going to present the difficult words of the first passage. Then translate in Arabic language. Then we will reread again the first passage to understand what does it mean exactly. The last step concerning the first passage is to summarize, make a précis, play or manipulate, and we will learn more skills how to do that. Let us enjoy, stay with us. Now we move to the first passage. As you see, this is the first passage. So let us read. Let us enjoy, stay with us. She tricked Ali Baba's wife by putting honey in the bottom of one of the pans. When Ali Baba's wife returned the scale the next day, a gold coin was stuck to the honey. So as you see, this is the first on the fast reading, and we will repeat again. She tricked Ali Baba's wife by putting honey in the bottom of one of the pans. When Ali Baba's wife returned the scale the next day, a gold coin was stuck to the honey. Don't worry, this is just a fast reading and the first one. Now we are going to present the main words, the difficult words, and translate in Arabic language. As you see here, there are two columns. We will start from the first column. The column on the left side, of course. Let us read the words. Tricked, tricked, by putting, in the bottom of, pans, returned, scales, the next day, coins, stuck, wool stuck, honey. We don't say ho, we say honey between A and O. And here we move to the right column. The column on the right side is C, and we will explain, translate Arabic language to facilitate understanding. Then we will explain in the passage to understand from the context. We have the verb to trick, بمعنى خدع يخدع, but the verb is built, as you know the story in the past. So we say tricked, we add ed, which is a regular verb. I tricked, you tricked, he tricked, from I till they. And we have also the verb to put, which means wada. And pay attention, the past of this verb, put, no change, just will drop to. Yes, it is irregular. But here in the passage we have the phrase by putting, بمعنى بوضع, and we will explain exactly what does it mean inside the passage. We have also in the bottom of, which means في الأسفل, in the bottom of. Here F it is pronounced V. We have a pan, which means كفة الميزان. To return بمعنى عاد أو رجع. was returned بمعنى أعيد. And of course the verb return is also regular. Here it is regular. In the past we add ed, and as you notice we say returned. I returned, he returned, she returned, etc. And of course we did explain last time the scales, and we say the scale to weigh meat as Ali Baba's wife pretend. And scales المكاييل والموازين. The next day اليوم الموالي. A coin عملة معدنية مثلا الدرهم مثلا أو الدينار. Coin American money. Stuck بمعنى علقة مثلا he stuck in the mud, his feet stuck in the mud, حلقت رجلاه في الوحل مثلا. Honey العسل. Alright, after we have presented the difficult words in translated Arabic language, we're going to move to read the first passage by explaining what does it mean in details. Okay, let us enjoy. As you see, let us read word by word, of course. She tricked Ali Baba's wife by putting honey in the bottom of one of the pans. When Ali Baba's wife returned the scales the next day, gold coin was stuck to the honey. So here the word she, it is subject pronoun, refers to whom? Who is she here? She tricked, she. She is the wife of Al-Qasim. Okay? Ali Baba's brother. Ali Baba's brother is called Qasim, and his wife, it means the wife of Qasim, called, there is no name here in the story, but there is the name of the servant. We will discover it later, but we will refer to her by she. She tricked, خدعت. She tricked Ali Baba's wife. خدعت زوجة علي بابا. Why? Because you know that Ali Baba's wife went to Qasim's house and asked his wife for the scale to weigh meat. She lied and pretended that she won, but Qasim's wife did not believe her. But Qasim's wife is not stupid, she is smart. That's why she tricked. خدعت زوجة علي بابا التي كتبت عليها بشأن الميزان. كيف ذلك؟ أعطتها الميزان by putting ووضعت honey العسل in the bottom of في أسفل one of the pans أحد كفات الميزان. When Ali Baba's wife returned the scales, وعندما when Ali Baba's wife بمعنى زوجة علي بابا returned أرجعت المكاييل the scales the next day اليوم الموالي, a gold coin عملة ذهبية was stuck علقت to the honey, علقت بسبب العسل الذي وضعته زوجة القاسم. You see how did Qasim's wife trick Ali Baba's wife? Alright, so let us read again. She tricked Ali Baba's wife by putting honey in the bottom of one of the pans. When Ali Baba's wife returned the scales the next day, gold coin was stuck to the honey. And here we are going to move to, as you see from the picture, first of all, that this is honey, and we did explain last time. Of course it comes from the bees, as you know, but here we are going to make a précis after we have explained what does it mean and we understand this passage. We're going to move to make a précis. Instead of saying, for example, in that passage, she tricked Ali Baba's wife by putting honey in the bottom of one of the pans. If we take this sentence, إذا أخذنا هذه الجملة, خدعت زوجة علي بابا بوضع العسل في إحدى كفات الميزان. إذن هذه الجملة توحي بماذا؟ بمكر زوجة القاسم. So here we can make a précis and say, as you see, Qasim's wife put honey in the bottom of one of the pans, and when Ali Baba's wife returned the scales, she found a stuck coin. بمعنى Qasim's wife زوجة القاسم وضعت put. قلنا أن put irregular لا يتغير في الماضي ولا في الحاضر، يبقى put. عفوا في الحاضر المضارع بسيط يتغير. Qasim's wife put honey وضعت العسل in the bottom في أسفل the pans. And when Ali Baba's wife returned the scales, وعندما أرجعت زوجة علي بابا الموازين المكاييل, she found وجدت عملة حالقة بإحدى الكفات, كفات الميزان. She found a stuck coin. And here notice that we have only 3 lines. We had before about 7. والآن فقط 3 أسطر. Now as you see, we have arrived to the second passage in today's lesson, and of course we are going to make the first reading. It should be fast to train our ears and also our tongue how to pronounce and live fastly. Listen please. The first reading, passage number 2. Qasim's wife knew their secret. When she told Qasim about his brother's gold, he was jealous. He went to Ali Baba's house and asked his brother where he got it. When Ali Baba saw the gold coin, he told his brother about the cave with the 40 thieves. Again, listen please. Qasim's wife knew their secret. When she told Qasim about his brother's gold, he was jealous. He went to Ali Baba's house and asked his brother where he got it. When Ali Baba saw the gold coin, he told his brother about the cave and the 40 thieves. Now we're going to present the difficult words. Don't worry, this is only the fast reading. As you see here, of course, there are 2 columns. The first column on the left side, let us read the main words, the difficult words. New, secret. We don't say secret. Say, secret. Told. Don't say told. Told. Jealous. Jealous. Where. Notice here H is silent. When. Also H is silent. Saw. Yes, A pronounced O. Saw. Bought. Here we put stress on B and say bought. Again, new, secret, told, jealous, where, when, saw, and about. Now let us translate the words to understand its meaning in Arabic language. The verb to know, here ki is silent. We don't pronounce kno. We don't say kno. Ki k is silent. We say no. We don't say now. No. To know, أي علم أو عرف أو أدرك. But the past of this verb is to knew. It becomes E instead of O, and we pronounce it knew. Notice the verb infinitive know in the past becomes knew. From I till they. This is irregular verb. Secret سر. Secrets أسرار. To tell حكى يحكي. The past is told. It's irregular. From I till they, no change. Told. To tell حكى يحكي. أو سرد. Jealous غيور. Jealous. طبيعة الحال المذكر والمؤنث feminine or masculine, no problem. Where أين. When متى. To see بمعنى لمح. And the past is saw. Here it is irregular. It is changed. It becomes S-A-W. Saw. But the verb infinitive is to see. And also we have about, which means حول. Now we are going to move to the passage and to explain what does it mean in details. As you see, this is the second passage. And here we are going to read word by word to explain what does it mean exactly. Pay attention please, because here we also tackle the grammatical, spelling mistakes and more. Number 2. Qasim's wife. It means زوجة القاسم. Notice apostrophe S, it means الملكية. So the word comes after that apostrophe S تنتسب إلى ما سبقها. يعني الكلمة التي تأتي ما بعد apostrophe S تنتسب إلى ما قبلها. Qasim's wife. زوجة القاسم. Knew. بمعنى أنها كانت على دراية، كانت تعلم. Knew في الماضي. Their secret. بأسرارهم. Him, their. من. علي بابا and his wife. إذا زوجة القاسم كانت تعلم بالسر الذي أخفته كل من زوجة علي بابا، وكذلك زوج علي بابا الذي أخفاها عن زوجها أو عن أخيه عفوا القاسم. When she told قاسم about his brother's gold، وعندما when she من زوجة القاسم she told قاسم عندما أخبرت زوجها about حول ماذا about his brother's gold حول الذهب الموجود في حوزة علي بابا أخيه أخو من أخو القاسم علي بابا. he was jealous من القاسم أصبح أو كان غيورا. إذا حينما أخبرت إذا هنا زوجة القاسم علمت بالسر الذي يخفيه كل من علي بابا وزوجته، وعندما أخبرت زوجها القاسم انتبهوا كثير من الغيرة. Again Qasim's wife knew the secret. Qasim's wife knew the secret when she told Qasim about his brother's gold بمعنى ذهب أخيه. كمثال Qasim's wife زوجة قاسم ذهب الأخ his brother's gold. He was jealous حس بالغيرة. ماذا سيحدث؟ He went to علي بابا's house ذهب إلى منزل علي بابا. He went ذهب to إلى علي بابا's house إلى منزل علي بابا and asked وسأل his brother بمعنى سأل أخاه علي بابا بمعنى القاسم سأل علي بابا where he got it من أين حصل it علامته على الذهب من أين حصل على الذهب where he got it. When علي بابا saw the gold coin عندما أرى القاسم الدليل على أن هناك قطعة ذهبية في كفة الميزان علي بابا لم يستطيع أن ينكر. إذا اعترف. وين علي بابا saw the gold عندما رأى علي بابا saw the gold coin القطعة المعدنية الذهبية he told his brother حكى لأخيه القاسم الحقيقة about the cave ماذا وقع في الكهف and the 40 thieves واللصوص الأربعة. We repeat slowly. Qasim's wife knew their secret when she told Qasim about his brother's gold. He was jealous. He went to Ali Baba's house and asked. D pronounced T. Pay attention. It is spelled D, but I pronounce it T. His brother where he got it. Notice got it. When Ali Baba saw the المعجمة the not the saw the gold coin he told his brother about the cave and the 40 thieves. So here as you see that we have just explained what does it mean this second passage and we are going to summarize it. لاحظ معي نقول ما يلي. Revealing Ali Baba's secret drove Qasim to Srisan getting the whole truth. It was a cave and the 40 thieves. بمعنى لاحظ هنا these we have only 3 lines. على أن كان لدينا تقريبا حوالي 8 أسطر in the first paragraph. In the second passage حولناها إلى 3 أسطر 3 lines. إذا لاحظ معي revealing the verb to reveal بمعنى أفشى السر to reveal revealing بمعنى revealing علي بابا secret بمعنى إفشاء سر علي بابا revealing علي بابا secret. drove هنا الفعل to drive قاد يقود لكن هنا نستعمله بشكل مجازي قاده ليس يقود السر بمعنى قاد هذا الخبر هذا إفشاء هذا السر revealing إفشاء سر علي بابا. drove قاسم دفع بالقاسم drove the past to Srisan لكي يضغط to Srisan getting the whole truth لكي يضغط على الحصول get the whole كل truth الحقيقة. إذا نعيد revealing علي بابا secret drove قاسم to Srisan getting the whole truth. ما هي؟ it was the cave and the 40 thieves. لاحظ معي نقطة للتفسير هذه الحقيقة وهي كانت متعلقة بالكهف والأربعون حرام. Now as you see we did explain the second passage. We introduced the difficult words translated in Arabic language. Then we'll read again the second passage and translate, explain it, elaborate it word by word. And we did make a pressing. Okay? So now we're going to move to the last passage. Stay with us and enjoy. The next morning, Qasim went to the cave with the 10 donkeys carrying 10 huge chests. He got inside by saying the password, but he forgot the magic words to get back out. The thieves found him inside and killed him. Now this is just first reading in this third passage. We'll repeat again before moving to explaining and introducing the difficult words, and reread again by slowly first of all by elaborating in details what does it mean, each phrase, each word, and each sentence. Listen please. The next morning, Qasim went to the cave with the 10 donkeys carrying 10 huge chests. He got inside by saying the password, but he forgot the magic words to get back out. The thieves found him inside and killed him. Now this is the first reading. Now we're going to introduce the difficult words. Stay with us. As you see, there are 2 columns. Let us start from the column on the left side. The next morning. The next morning. Went. Donkeys. Carrying. Huge. Chests. Inside. Saying. Password. Bought. Forgot. Get back out. Found. Killed. Again. مرة أخرى. The next morning. Went. Donkeys carrying huge chests inside, saying password, but forgot. Here R is silent. حرف R هنا حرف R صامت. Forgot. Get back out. Found. Killed. Now let us move to the right side to explain. حينما نقول the next بمعنى الآتي. كلمة the next morning بمعنى الصباح المقبل. Morning الصباح. To go, this verb to go, ذهب. In the past becomes went. It is irregular because went. I went, you went, he went, etc. From I till they. We have also the word of donkey, حمار. Donkey, the plural donkeys. We have the verb to carry بمعنى حمل. مثلا to carry a table, حمل طاولة. Mom carries her baby. حملها بمعنى ترفع. حمل, to lift, to carry. Huge ضخم كبير جدا هائل. chest هو المعنى في الحقيقة هو الصدر، كذلك القفص، وكذلك الذي يوضع فوق البهائم مثلا كالحمير أو البغال لرفع الأثقال إلى آخره. chest inside بمعنى بداخل. to say فعل قال يقول. الماضي يصبح said SAID. password بمعنى كلمة المرور. pass المرور. word كلمة. لا نقول word هي باللغة الأمريكية، هنا بريطانيا نقول word. but لكن to forget نسي. the past becomes forgot. this is a regular verb فتصبح forgot from I till they. to get back out بمعنى خرج من مكان ما. to get back out فنقول I get back out, he gets, she gets, etc. to find وجد. This is a regular verb. In the past becomes found. I found, you found, etc. It is a regular verb in the past. And also we have last verb, which is to kill بمعنى قتل. To kill. Now we are going to read and explain slowly what does it mean this passage. Reading slowly, of course. Pay attention, please. Passage 3. The next morning. الصباح وفي الصباح المقبل. قاسم went to the cave. قاسم ذهب إلى الكهف. with مع 10 donkeys ب10 حمير. carrying تحمل 10 huge chests 10 من الأقفاص الكبيرة. نعيد. The next morning, Qasim went to the cave with 10 donkeys carrying 10 huge chests.
he got inside by saying the password. بمعنى أنه he got inside بمعنى أنه تمكن من الدخول. he got inside. to get, the past becomes got. دخل. كيف دخل؟ by saying the password بقوله لي كلمة المرور. what is كلمة المرور؟ it is open ceasing. يعني هو كل ما أهمه في المسألة حينما ذهب عند أخاه وأخبرها بقضية الكهف والأربعون حرامي والكهف المملوء بالذهب والمجوهرات، ركز فقط كيف يفتح، فقال له كلمة السر وهي كلمة المرور وهي the password فقط open ceasing، ولم يسأله عن كلمة الخروج أو كلمة الإغلاق. لكن he forgot the magic words، لكنه ناسي الكلمة أو الكلمات السحرية ليخرج. حينما دخل انغلق الباب ونسي الكلمة السحرية أو الكلمات السحرية to get back out حتى يخرج، فبقي عالقا مع الذهب داخل الكهف. the thieves اللصوص found him وحينما رجع بمعنى وجدوه inside في الداخل and killed him. إذن نهاية مأساوية. قاموا بقتل القاسم أخو علي بابا، جشعوه أوصله إلى نهاية درامية مأساوية. Let us repeat again. The next morning Qasim went to the cave with 10 donkeys carrying 10 huge chests. He got inside by saying the password, but he forgot the magic words to get back out. The thieves found him inside and killed him. لاحظ معي الآن أن لدينا 7.5 lines، حوالي 7 أو 8 أسطر. We're going to make pressy. سنقوم بالتلخيص وسنرى كيف how does the pressy looks like، كيف يبدو التلخيص. Now this is the pressy of the third passage. Let us read. Greediness turned Qasim's eyes blind to head towards the cave with huge chests carried with 10 donkeys. Unfortunately, he forgot the magic words to get back out, to be found and killed inside the cave. So notice here we have only 4.5 lines. حوالي عنا 4 لدينا فقط 4 أسطر، بعدين كان لدينا حوالي 8 أسطر. قمنا بالتلخيص لنقوم بشرح ما كتبناه. Greediness جشع turned Qasim's eyes blind، بمعنى أن جشع القاسم جعله أعمى. turned Qasim's eye blind أعمى. eyes الأعين. Greediness turned Qasim's eyes blind. To head، إذن هذا الجشع الذي أعمى عينيه أدى به إلى ماذا؟ To head towards the cave. To head بمعنى أن يتجه قدما صوبا إلى الأمام، towards إلى الأمام تجاه the cave، أن يتجه إلى الكهف بواسطة ماذا؟ with huge chests بأقفاص كبيرة، carried محمولة، with 10 donkeys محمولة من طرف 10 حيوانات، المقصود بها هنا الحمير. ثم لدينا النقطة unfortunately ولسوء الحظ. unfortunately he بمعنى القاسم forgot نسي the magic words الكلمات السحرية to get back out لكي يخرج. to be found ليتم إيجاده to be found ليتم إيجاده وقتله and killed داخل inside the cave الكهف. إذن هذا هو the precis that we did make عفوا. Greediness turned Qasim's eyes blind to head towards the cave with a huge chest carried with 10 donkeys. Unfortunately, he forgot the magic words to get back out to be found and killed inside the cave. Hope you enjoy these passages for today's lesson. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust, and teach honestly. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today's lesson is about testing your understanding in terms of English language. And if you pass this exam successfully, really you are doing well in terms of English language. In this lesson, you will also learn more vocabularies and expressions which you will see through concrete examples. This lesson is going to tackle singular and plural. And here we are talking about the nouns, al-asma. And nouns could be things, people, places, or even ideas. Let us start. We take the first example. Look at the picture. That is, alright, we put food in it. We serve food in that. For dinner, for lunch. Okay. It is decorated with blue color. Okay. Let us read the sentence. Fatima's favorite are blue. Fatima's favorite, number 1, dish. Fatima's favorite, number 2, dishes. Number 3, Fatima's favorite dishes. Which answer is correct and why? Is it number 1, dish, or number 2, dishes, or number 3, dishes? Very good. The correct answer is dishes, number 3. Let us explain. Fatima's favorite are blue. Favorite المفضل. Blue اللون الأزرق. Dish الصحن. طبق. So we say Fatima's are. And notice here are is a plural, not is. And if you consider also the picture, you will see many dishes. Not only one, maybe 3, 4, or 5 or more. That's why here we need a word in plural form. So we chose number 3 and we say Fatima's favorite dishes are blue. الأطباق أو الصحون المفضلة لدى فاطمة لونها أزرق. So the word in singular form is in number 1, dish. D-I-S-H. This is singular. And in the plural, we have to add es. Why? Because the rule again says all the nouns that end with sh, we should add es in the plural form. And here there is a plural are blue. Fatima's favorite dishes, number 3, are blue. So number 1 and number 2 are false. We move on to the other exercise. Here we go. Look at the photo. As you see, there are 3 girls and they are sitting in a seat. One of them is working or checking her laptop. The others are talking. Maybe 3 of them in the meantime. Let us read the dialogue between Anna and Olivia. Anna says or suggests, let's go to the zoo. Let's go to the zoo. Olivia says, no, I am sorry. I have to this afternoon biology and French. Again, Anna. Let's go to the zoo. Olivia. No, I am sorry. I have to this afternoon biology and French. So which answer is correct? Is it number 1, I have 2 class? Or number 2, I have 2 classes? Or number 3, I have 2 class? Which answer is correct? Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? And why? Very good. The correct answer is number 2, classes. No, I am sorry. I have 2 classes this afternoon, biology and French. So to understand the dialogue that Anna suggests to her friend Olivia to go to the zoo to see animals. However, Olivia dropped that suggestion because she has classes. لديها حصص دراسية. She says, I have 2. And number 2, by the way, of course, is plural. And class, C-L-A-S-S, is singular. And we need 2, plural, we have to add es. Why? Because the rule in English says all the nouns that end with double s, as we said with glass example, we should add es in the plural. And here there is a plural 2, and biology and French. Those are 2 subjects or classes important for Olivia. So number 3 and number 1 are false, because number 1 is singular form, and number 3 there is spelling mistake. It is wrong and false. We move on to the next exercise. Look at the picture. As you see, there are 6 objects. There are 6. Is it number 1, glass? Or number 2, glasses? Or number 3, glasses? Which answer is correct? Is it 1, 2, or 3? And why? Very good. The correct answer is number 3. There are 6 glasses. Number 3 is correct. Number 1 and number 2 are false. Let us explain. We have the word glass, كوب, G-L-A-S-S. This is singular. And we have 6. Number 6 is plural. So here we have to add es as in example 3, or choice number 3. Why we add s, es, es in English? Simply because the rule says all the nouns, كل أسماء that end with double s, we have to add es. It means es in English in the plural form. So the correct sentence or the answer is there are 6 glasses. We move on to the next exercise. Again, look at the picture. What do you see? Good. That is a box. That is a box. Okay. Let us read the sentence. This is made of wood. This is made of wood. This, is it number 1? Boxes. This, or number 2, box. This, or number 3, boxes. Which answer is correct? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Very good. The correct answer is number 2. This box. This box is made of wood. Let us explain. As you know, the box صندوق is made of صنع من wood الخشب. And as you see, there is only one box, singular. But we should consider the sentence. Look, there is a demonstrative pronoun this, هذا. And this, هذا, is singular. So here we are in need of singular word. And a box, B-O-X, is singular. Then we have to be is. We don't have are. If it is are, that is another thing. Is singular. And why do we choose box and drop boxes and boxes? Simply because box is singular. And this box is, it is the correct answer. Now, concerning number 1, boxes, es, it means es in English. That is the plural of box, we add es. Why? Because the rule says all the verbs end with x. We should add es, it means es, in the plural form. Concerning number 3, that is false. Boxes, no boxes in English. That is false. We move on to the next exercise. Here in the photo, as you see, it's the heat and hot, and the kids really are enjoying their times. There is a fountain and water. They are playing and they are happy. Let us read the statement or the sentence. Because of the heat, those are having showers in the public fountain. Because of the heat, those are having showers in the public fountain. Which answer is correct? Is it number 1, those boy? Or number 2, those boys? Or number 3, those boys? Which answer is correct and why? Very good. The correct answer is number 2, boys. B-O-Y-S. Boys. Number 2 is the correct answer. Because of the heat, because of بسبب, the heat, الحرارة. Because of the heat, those, هؤلاء. You see, demonstrative pronoun, those, plural, those boys are having showers. يستحمون, having showers. في the public fountain. في النافورة العمومية. The public fountain. The correct answer is number 2. Let us explain. Number 1, boy, B-O-Y, that is a singular form. And as we said, those هؤلاء is a plural. Then we have to be are, showers are. This is also plural. And we can prove that by looking at the picture. See how many children or how many boys are there? More than 5. That is a plural. So boy is a singular. That is false. Number 3, there is B-O-I-E-S. This is false and incorrect. Why? Because the word boy ends with Y, Y, and before Y there is O, and O is a vowel. Pay attention. So the rule in English says all the nouns that end with Y, Y, we have to tick the letter before. ننظر إلى الحرف الذي قبل Y. If it is vowel, حرف متحرك, we add S in the plural form. If it is a vowel, إذا كان فقط vowel, we add S like number 2, boys, to indicate the plural form. So, because of the heat, those boys, number 2, are having showers at the public fountain. Number 1 and number 3 are incorrect and false. We move on to the next exercise. Again, check the photo. What do you see? Very good. Okay, we need them to open doors and to close as well. Maybe closets and more. Okay, let us read the option or the sentence. How many are there? This is a question and we don't need to answer it. How many are there? This is interrogative form, question. So which answer is correct? Is it number 1, how many keys are there? Or number 2, how many keys are there? Or number 3, how many keys are there? So which sentence or which answer is correct? Number 1, number 2, or number 3, and why? Very good. The correct answer is number 3. Keys. Key, E-Y-S. Number 3 is the correct answer. Why? Let us explain. Number 1, key is a singular form. Key, E-Y. That is a singular, مفتاح. And in the sentence we have how many, كم عدد? Are. You see? Are is a plural to be. So here we are in need of a plural word or the key. And key number 1 is singular. This is false. Number 2, key, E-I-E-S. Here what happens, that someone adds I and dropped Y and add ES. This rule is not true, is not correct for this word or kind of words. Why? Because the rule, as we said previously in the previous example, that all the words like boy ends with Y, we have to check the letter before. If it is a vowel, we add S like number 3 to indicate the plural form. And here we have the key ends with Y, with Y, and before it is E, وقبلها vowel, E. So we add only S like in number 3 to indicate the plural. How many keys, number 3, are there? Number 1 and number 2 are false. Let us move on to the other exercise.
Yes, you see? All right. They are okay, they are drinking something. And all right, let us read the sentence to understand more. What are these doing? What are these doing? This is interrogative form. It is a question and we are not interested in the answer. What are they doing? What are these? Is it number 1, lady doing? Or number 2,
What are these ladies doing? Or number 3, what are these ladies doing? Which answer is correct? Is it number 1, or number 2, or number 3? And why? Excellent. The correct answer is number 3. What are these ladies doing? Let us explain. Number 1, lady, that is a singular form, سيدة. Lady with Y. Singular form, مفرد. And in the sentence we have what are. These. Are is to be for the plural. Then we have the demonstrative pronoun these. The singular is this, which indicate that we are in need of a plural word. Lady in number 1 is singular. That is false. Number 2. Number 2 we add s. There is here a question. Maybe it is correct. Let us explain why. If we consider the word lady number 1, it ends with y. تنتهي بy. And if we consider letter before it, وإذا لاحظنا الحرف الذي قبل y, it is a consonant, حرف ساكن وليس متحرك. It is not a vowel. It is consonant, D. Here, when the word ends with y and before it a consonant, we have to drop y and put ies. It's unlike boy or key. إذن على العكس من key و boy. In previous examples هنا لدينا consonant حرف ساكن قبل y. إذا القاعدة تقول حذف y وضع مكانه e ثم نضيف es للدلالة على الجمع كما هو في الجواب number 3. The correct answer is number 3. What are these ladies doing? Number 1 and number 2 are false. We have arrived to the last example. Look at the photo. There is a boy. He looks to be happy. Yes, with opened arms. And he is playing with something over there. It seems to be autumn season. Alright, let us read the sentence. The boy is playing with the tree. The boy is playing with a tree. Is it number 1, leaf? Or the boy is playing with a tree? Number 2, leaves? Or number 3, the boy is playing with a tree, leaves? Which answer is correct? Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? And why? Good job. Number 3 is the correct answer. What happened with number 3? Okay, let us explain. The boy, الولد, is playing. Here it is a present continuous because we see the movement and he is still playing as we see if we describe the photo. Here we say present continuous. The boy is playing with the tree, أغصان أوراق الشجر. With the tree, leaves. إذن ورقة الشجر, leaf as it in number 1. L-E-A-L-E-A-F. Leaf. That is a singular form. And in the sentence we have the boy is playing with the tree. And if you see the picture, there are a lot of tens of leaves. كثير من الأوراق. أو العشرات. الكثير من الأوراق. Many. So here we are in need of أوراق plural. And number 1, leaf is singular, so this is false. Number 2, here we add s to indicate the plural, leaves. But this is incorrect and false. Simply why? Because the rule in English says all the nouns and with F or FE, FE, all the nouns ends with F or FE, we have to add something else. First of all, we have to drop F to turn it to be V, then to add ES as number 3, and it becomes leaves in the plural form. The boy is playing with the tree leaves, number 3. So number 1 and number 2 are false. I hope that you got the idea and clear idea how to use the singular and the plural form. And at the end of this video, you will find another video that really direct you to the lesson how to master in all exceptions and different rules the use of singular and plural forms of the nouns. Hello, welcome to Read with English Tongue, an English tongue channel that serves you to learn English language smoothly, easily, step by step in order to grow. Here we clarify, adjust, and teach honestly. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today's lesson is about reading. Reading. As you see, there is the verb to read. Here we are talking about reading. In this lesson, we will try to know how to read, how to enjoy reading, the techniques of reading. We will try to read several times by showing you how to skim the text or the passage. Now let us start. First of all, there is a title, and of course there is a picture. So before start reading, whenever you find yourself that there is a photo or picture, try to study it, observe it, what is about. This will give you an idea, a previous idea, to guess what this text is going to be about. As you see, as you notice, there is a pyramid. So the text is going to talk about pyramids, and this automatically will build through your eyes to grasp the meaning that there is something linked with Egypt. Let us take the first reading. The Great Pyramid is in Egypt. Inside the pyramid, there are secret passages. They go to an empty room. Was it for dead king? Where is the body? Nobody knows. But there are lots of strange stories. Some people believe it is full of magic. Others say it is very unlucky. What do you think? So this is the first reading, as you see. Now, the first advice is that never get disturbed or bothered by the difficult words. Of course, there are certain words that you may not understand. However, you should just understand by the context. How? Let us start. The Great Pyramid, Al-Haram, Great Al-Akbar. The Great Pyramid is هو in Egypt, في مصر. So here you notice that we start with capital letter T there. Then sentence finishes with full stop, dot after Egypt. So this, you should understand this sentence before moving to the other sentence. So the meaning of the sentence ends in the full stop. The Great Pyramid is in Egypt. You should try to understand this. Now we move to the second one. Inside the pyramid, inside, بداخل, the pyramid.
There are هناك secret passages. Passage ممر. Passages ممرات. Secret سري. Secret passages ممرات سرية. So this is second sentence. Inside the pyramid there are secret passages. Here we got two sentences. The Great Pyramid is in Egypt. Inside the pyramid there are secret passages. You should get this idea in your mind. We move to sentence number 3. They go to Namta room. They. Here you should stop and say what does mean they. Something plural. Here are talking to the passages. So after the full stop there is they. Automatically this pronoun refers to something just before it, immediately. That's why here you find passages. We will not, the text or author avoids redundancy by saying passages go to an empty room. He uses the pronoun they. Now we move to sentence number 4. Was it for dead king? Was it? As you notice here, was is to be in the simple past, and normally we say it was, but here there is to be plus pronoun. As we explained in the previous lessons in this channel, Read with English Tongue, you can check that. This is a question. Notice, was it for dead king? There is a question mark. Here, we should stop a little bit, try to understand it. Was it for هل كانت? Was it for dead king? هل كانت? It. What does mean refer? If sentence number 3 we say that they means passages immediately, it refers to something else. It is the empty room. Room الغرفة. Empty فارغة. So was the empty room. Was it? Here the empty room, it's singular. We'll replace it with subject pronoun it. And we read the sentence or the question, we say, was it for هل كانت من أجل dead king. King الملك. Dead الميت. Was it for dead king? Then we move to another sentence. Where is the body? Where is a question, as we did explain the previous lesson too. It's a question about the place. أين? Where is the body? Body الجسم وهنا, and this sentence we mean الجثة. Where is the body? Question. Another sentence, nobody knows. We did explain also that nobody means no one. لا أحد knows يعلم. Nobody knows. Then we have comma فاصلة. But there are lots of strange stories. But لكن there are هناك lots of. This expression lots of means many, several, a lot of. كثير, lots of, كثير. Strange stories. Story without I-E-S, just with Y. Why? It is قصة. Story. Here we have the plural, and we did explain also the rules. Stories. Strange, غريبة. Strange. So, but there are lots of strange stories. Nobody knows, but there are lots of strange stories. Then we have full stop. Here the meaning, finish it. We move to the other sentence. Some people believe it is full of magic. Some, بعض, people, الناس. Some people, بعض من الناس, believe, يؤمنون. Some people believe. Because some people here, if we'd like to replace it with subject pronoun they. Some people, they believe. That's why we don't add s to the verb believe. آمن يؤمن. Some people, it means they. Some people believe it is full of magic. Magic بمعنى السحر أو بمعنى الخرافة أو المجاز. It is full مملوءة full of magic والأساطير إلى آخره. Some people believe it. So what does mean it refer to? What is it? It is what those stories, those empty room, what happens in the pyramid. Some people believe it is full of magic. So the story of this room, empty room, the body of the king in the pyramid, some people don't believe it. إذن بعض الناس يعتقدون أنها فقط لا تمت للحقيقة بشيء. Then we have comma. Others, الآخرون. Others. إذا ما حذفنا s, if we drop s, it will be other. الآخر. Singular. Here we have others, plural. آخرون. Say it is very unlucky. Say يقولون it means this story about the empty room, the pyramid, the passages, secret passages and so on. Others say it is very unlucky. يقولون بأن هذا حظ مشؤوم أو ليس بحظ جيد. Unlucky. It is very unlucky because he did not find the body of the king. Unlucky. Lucky محظوظ. Here we use the prefix as we did explain also. Unlucky, it means غير محظوظ. Then the sentence finished, and we move to another question. What do you think? What ماذا? Do you think? Think تعتقد أو تفكر أو تظن. ماذا تعتقد? It means here the author الكاتب puts a question to ask you to think. What happens to the dead king, to his body? Right? What do you think? Now let us read for the last time. The Great Pyramid is in Egypt. Inside the pyramid there are secret passages. They go to empty room. Was it for dead king? Where is the body? Nobody knows. But there are lots of strange stories. Some people believe it is full of magic. Others say it is very unlucky. What do you think? Now let us move to the other short text. And of course, let us read the photo. What is it about? Yes, true, yeah, something related with the United States America. That's the first indication. Very important because this is guess number one and may help us to understand a little bit what is this text is going to be about. It's about something very important related to the United States America. Now, let us tackle the first reading. The Statue of Liberty is famous all over the world. It is 93 meters high and stands in New York Harbor. It is over 100 years old, and although it is made of copper, it is green these days. It was a gift from the French people to the American people. The designer was Gustave Eiffel. He was also the builder of France's famous Eiffel Tower. The statue has got a real woman's face, the face of the sculptor's mother. The statue has also got door on the right foot, and visitors can climb up a staircase and stand inside her head. From there, they can see famous view. Now, let us read slowly, word by word, and try to apply the same rule that we did use when we read the text or the short passage about pyramids. Let us start. The statue. Here, please notice, put stress on S. Statue. تمثال. The Statue of Liberty. Of F, it is pronounced V. The Statue of Liberty. الحرية. Notice here, R here, it is not pronounced. The shava, it is silent. Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty is famous. Notice here, famous, مشهور تمثال. All over the world, all في كل over أنحاء في كل بقاع all over في كل بقاع all over the world لاحظ the world العالم. It is 93 meters high. هو يبلغ طوله أو علوه high علوه 93 meters high and stands ويقف it okay it is a statue it stands it takes as simple present and stands in New York harbor المرفأ أو الميناء and stands ويقف in New York في مدينة نيويورك harbor في ميناء مدينة نيويورك. Here the second sentence is ended. Let us move to number 3. It is over 100 years old. It is over أكثر over 100 أكثر من 100 سنة 100 years old. إذن قدمه it's over 100 years old. And although it is made of copper and although ورغم though GH at the end we don't pronounce it and although it means a Statue of Liberty it is made صنع is made of copper it is brown reddish النحاس copper it is made of copper it is over 100 years old and although it is made of copper ورغم أنه مصنوع من النحاس it is green these days it is green لونه أخضر these days في هذه الأيام. It was a gift. Here there is a exclamation mark because it's copper then the color changes to be green إذا من النحاس ينتقل لونه إلى الأخضر. يضع الكاتب he puts an exclamation mark. You see, to change from copper to green من النحاس إلى الأخضر it is green these days. نلاحظ هناك exclamation mark علامة تعجب. Okay, then we continue. It was gift from the French people. It was is to be في الماضي it was gift هدية present. So the Statue of Liberty كان هدية was gift from the French people من الفرنسيين to the American people إلى الأمريكيين ثم نقطة full stop. We pass to the another sentence. The designer المصمم المهندس الذي أعد هذا Statue of Liberty. The designer was Gustavo Eiffel. إذن كان the designer كان اسمه Gustavo Eiffel. He was also the builder of France's famous Eiffel Tower. He was وكان أيضا أيضا the builder البناء المؤسس the builder المشيد المؤسس the builder of France's famous Eiffel Tower. Tower البرج Eiffel Tower الموجود برج Eiffel الموجود في فرنسا المشهور famous المشهور France's famous Eiffel Tower بمعنى كان أيضا هو نفسه الشخص مؤسس ومشيد برج إيفل المشهور الفرنسي. The statue has got real woman's face. The statue التمثال has got يملك real woman's face. يملك real woman's face. Face وجه woman امرأة real حقيقي. Then the statue, as you see in the picture, has got real woman's face. يحمل وجه امرأة حقيقية. The face of the sculptor's mother. ثم علامة تعجب exclamation mark. أتعلمون ما هو ذاك لمن ذاك الوجه؟ The face الوجه of the sculptor's mother كان لأم النحات designer اللي هو الذي كان Gustavo Eiffel. The sculptor's mother. The statue has also والتمثال has also got وأيضا كان يحتوي أو به door باب in her right foot في قدمه اليمنى. قدم التمثال foot قدم right اليمنى door الباب has also got door in her right foot and visitors والزوار visitors الزوار and visitors can climb up يستطيعون climb تسلق لكن climb up بمعنى صعد الدرج أو السلم. هنا كان يستطيعون climb up staircase السلم and stand ويقفون stand هم visitors الجمع. إذا نقول they stand we don't say stands here because visitors الجمع they and stand inside بداخل her head رأسها. رأس من؟ The Statue of Liberty, the woman face, her هي okay head في وسط رأسها. full stop انتهى المعنى في هذه الجملة. جملة أخيرة from there ومن هناك from what? It means inside the head of the Statue of Liberty داخل رأس تمثال الحرية كما شرحنا. from there ومن هناك they it means the visitors تعود refer to the visitors الزوار they يمكنهم they can يستطيعون see أن ينظروا famous view أن يلقوا نظرة أو ينظروا إلى منظر رائع ومشهور. So let us read for the last time. The Statue of Liberty is famous all over the world. It is 93 meters high and stands in New York Harbor. It is over 100 years old, and although it is made of copper, it is green these days. It was a gift from the French people to the American people. The designer was Gustavo Eiffel. He was also the builder of France's famous Eiffel Tower. The statue has got a real woman's face, the face of the sculptor's mother. The statue has also got door in her right foot, and visitors can climb up staircase and stand inside her head. From there, they can see famous view.
مرحبا بكم من جديد على قناتكم اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. 5 تعابير في 5 دقائق. 5 expressions in 5 minutes. كيف تتواصل بشكل فعال بشكل سهل ومبسط باللغة الإنجليزية. هذا هو الأساس من قناة اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. هيا بنا على بركة الله لننطلق التعبير الأول. The first expression. لاحظ معي أنه أحيانا قد يحكي لك شخص ما عن بعض من أحزانه أو أنه في مشكل ما، وهناك ما عساك إلا أن تلقي بكلمة طيبة لهذا الشخص حتى تطمئن قلبه. وبكل بساطة باللغة الإنجليزية يمكنك القول don't worry. فأصلها do not بمعنى لا، worry القلق. لكن حينما نضيف الصيغة السلبية فنقول don't worry بمعنى لا تقلق. وهذا التعبير بطبيعة الحال قد يبدو قصيرا، يتكون من 3 كلمات، لكن لديه مفعولا إيجابيا على نفسية الآخر. فنقول don't worry لا تقلق. don't worry. Let us move on to the second expression. نمر إلى التعبير الثاني. بطبيعة الحال أحيانا نشتاق إلى بعض من الأحبة والأصدقاء، وهنا يمكنك التعبير عن ذلك سواء عن طريق الهاتف أو في رسالة أو في مكالمة أو بشكل مباشر، فتقول للشخص الآخر I miss you. I miss you بمعنى أنني مشتاق أو أشتاق إليك. I miss you. I miss you. We move on to the third expression. نمر إلى التعبير رقم 3. لاحظ معي أننا في كثير من الأحوال نريد أن نسأل عن أحاسيس الآخرين، كيف تحس، ماذا هناك، إلى آخره. وهنا بكل بساطة في اللغة الإنجليزية يمكنك القول How do you feel? How do you feel? إذا لاحظ معي How do you feel هذا التعبير بمعنى كيف تحس. How معناها كيف. Do you feel الفعل feel to feel وهو أحس يحس، هكذا نقول feel. إذن في تعبير واحد جملة استفهامية نقول How do you feel؟ كيف تحس؟ هنا بطبيعة الحال يمكنك الإيجاب إذا ما كنت تحس بأريحية وأنك بطبيعة الحال على أحسن ما يرام، فيمكنك القول I feel well. ويمكنك أيضا القول I feel very well. I feel well. I feel very well. أما إذا لم تكن تحس بشيء بأريحية، ويمكنك التعبير هنا والقول I don't feel well. I do not feel well. Now we move on to the fourth expression. التعبير الرابع. بطبيعة تريد الاستفسار ما هذا الشيء، وهنا بالإنجليزية يمكنك القول What's that? What's that? What is that? That اسم إشارة للبعيد. هناك. What ماذا هناك أو ما هذا. What's that? What is that? والجواب بطبيعة الحال يكون that is، فنقول مثلا that is a book، ذاك كتاب. That is a gift، تلك هدية، إلى آخره. Let us move on to the last expression, which is the fifth expression. التعبير الخامس. أحيانا قد تكون بطبيعة الحال منهكا طوال اليوم، وأحد من الأشخاص يود في محادثتك أو في أن يقوم بدعوتك إلى مثلا إلى زيارته أو إلى دردشة ومن أشياء من هذا القبيل، وأنت بطبيعة الحال كل يومك منشغل، لكن في وقت الليل لديك متسع من الوقت، وهنا يمكنك القول I am free tonight. I am free tonight. إذن tonight بمعنى هذه الليلة. I am أنا free بمعنى أنني متفرغ هذه الليلة، فنقول I am free tonight. I am free tonight. Let us now recapitulate and revise those 5 expressions. هيا بنا لنراجع هذه التعابير الخمس. إذن التعبير الأول وهو نقول How do you feel? How do you feel? I feel well. I feel well. I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I miss you. I miss you. I am free tonight. I am free tonight. What's that? What's that? Don't worry. Don't worry. I hope that this lesson is helpful and fruitful, and you benefit from those 5 expressions how to speak and how to communicate. إلى اللقاء. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. مرحبا بكم من جديد في قناة اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. درسنا اليوم سيكون عن محادثات يومية الجزء الثاني. درس بسيط الهدف منه هو أن تتمكن من تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية في أقل من ساعة حتى وإن كنت لا تعرف اللغة بتاتا. كلمات بسيطة مبسطة شرحها باللغة العربية مع التركيز على طريقة نطقها. Hello. السلام عليكم. Daily talks. محادثات يومية. Daily talks. Talks محادثات. Daily يومية. Daily talks part 2 الجزء الثاني. نقول أحيانا I'm sorry حينما تتأسف على شيء ما. أحيانا قد تتحدث مع شخص ما فيبدو كلامه غير جاد أو أنك لا تؤمن به فتقول Are you serious? 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 هل أنت جاد؟ وفي فترة الليل قد تتمنى أحلاما سعيدة لشخص ما فتقول sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Dreams أحلام. حلم dream. Sweet أحلام سعيدة. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. وكذلك يمكنك القول في فترة الليل حينما تخلد للنوم تقول good night. Good night. هكذا night لاحظ GH لا تنطق فنقول good night. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams or good night. أحيانا توجه خطابا لشخص ما على أن يتخذ الحذر والحيطة فتقول له pay attention. pay وليس pay. pay attention. اضغط على التي الأولى فتقول attention. pay attention. لاحظ Y في آخر حرف كلمة pay مع A في أول كلمة attention فتدغم فنقول pay attention. pay attention. pay attention. احذر. كذلك يمكنك القول be careful. be careful. be careful. be care وليس car. be careful. be careful. be careful. pay attention or be careful. كن حذرا. أحيانا قد تخبر شخصا ما أنك ستتصل به لاحقا فتقول I'll call you later أو I'll call you back. I'll call تنطق O you later أو تقول I'll call you back. I'll call you later or I'll call you back. سأتصل بك لاحقا. Send me message or leave me a message. Send me a message وليس message. message. Send me message. Send me a message. Send me message please. اترك لي رسالة. Send me message please. أحيانا قد تنزعج من شخص ما فتقول له leave me alone. leave me alone وليس alone. alone أو تنطق أو فنقول leave me alone. 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 اتركني لوحدي. وأحيانا قد تكون جد متأكد من شخص من شيء ما فتقول I'm sure. sure لاحظ حرف الشين في اللغة العربية sure وليس U. لا تنطق بالفرنسية sur. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm certain. I'm sure. أنا متأكد. I'm sure. I'm sure. hurry up. أحيانا قد توجه كلاما لشخص ما تدعوه إلى الإسراع إما بالقيام بعمل ما أو إلى شيء آخر فتقول hurry up. hurry. hurry تنطق على شكل في اللغة الفرنسية فتقول hurry up. y a hurry up. hurry up. hurry up. hurry up please. hurry up. don't worry. أحيانا قد تريد اطمئنان شخص ما فتقول له don't worry. don't worry. don't worry. we will be safe. don't worry. don't worry. لا تقلق. don't worry. وكذلك يمكنك القول بالإضافة إلى اطمئنانه بشكل جيد تقول له take it easy. take it easy. لاحظ اس تنطق زد. take it easy. take it easy. خذ الأمر ببساطة. take it easy. take it easy. take it easy. take it easy. أو شخص محق في قول شيء ما إلى آخره يمكنك أن تقول له he is right. هو محق أو هي she is right. لاحظ right. he is right. she is right. he is right. she is right. ويمكنك القول أيضا تقول I'm right. أنا محق. I'm right. أحيانا قد يسأل الشخص ما هل تذهب إلى السينما أو إلى الملعب فتقول نعم بعض الأحيان فتقول هنا نقول sometimes. أحيانا sometimes. 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 do you go to the cinema? sometimes. it means sometimes you go sometimes not. أحيانا تذهب وأحيانا لا. sometimes. sometimes. أحيانا قد يعجبك شيء ما رائع فتعبر عن ذلك بقولك it's amazing. it's amazing. amazing. it's amazing. it's formidable. it's amazing. it's gorgeous. إنه لشيء رائع. it's amazing. it's amazing. great job. أحيانا شخص أو قد يقوم بشخص بعمل جيد فيثير إعجابك فتقول great job. great. great job. job والعمل. great رائع هائل. great job. أو good job. great job. great job. وأحيانا قد تعجبك فكرة شخص ما أو فكرة ما فتقول it's great idea. idea. it's great idea. it's great idea. it's great idea. وهكذا فإنك تعبر عن إعجابك بتلك الفكرة. it's a great idea. وقد تسأل بطبيعة الحال عن أحوال شخص ما في محادثاتك اليومية فتقول How are you? How are you? لاحظ W آخر حرف في كلمة how مع A تقول How are you? How are you? How are you? لاحظ علامة الاستفهام جملة استفهامية فنقول How are you? كيف حالك؟ Why not? قد أحيانا تتحدث لشخص ما فيقول لك لما لا تقوم بهذا الشيء أو يقترح لك شيئا آخر فتعبر عن إجابتك بقولك لما لا. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? وهكذا نصل إلى نهاية هذا الدرس من اقرأ بلسان إنجليزي. دامت لكم المسرات. إلى اللقاء.